Hey, hello everyone. Let's see how to work with conditional statements in JavaScript. Usually, when we execute a program, right? For example, let's say if I'm going to execute this program, what will happen is these lines will run one by one in a sequential manner. If I want to run these last two lines alone, it's not possible. If I want to do that, I can do with the help of control statements. Control statements are usually to control the flow of the execution. With the help of different control statements, I can control the flow of execution. For example, if I put any control statement, then I can execute only these two lines alone. Okay. In JavaScript, we have like different control statements. One is conditional statements, and we have like looping statements and jumping statements and all is there. In this video, let's look at the conditional statements. Yeah, there are different conditional statements are there. One is if, another one is else if, and else is there, and we do have switch also. Okay, let's see each of these one by one. Okay, let me add a comment. Yeah, so let me say this conditional statement. Let's start with if. So let me create a variable. I'm using a laptop. Let's say a battery power. Battery power is at 100%. Okay, so I'm creating a statement if this battery power is equal to 100. This is a condition. Okay, if this condition is true, then whatever the statements I write inside that condition, that will be executed. Okay, that is if console.log. If the battery is 100%, then yeah, when I switch on the laptop will on. Laptop will switch on. Okay, let's execute this and see. Click the run button. Yeah, laptop will switch on because this condition is holds good. Okay. Now, what is else if is, let's say the battery power is, sorry, so 50%. Okay. Now what will happen? Still, the laptop will switch on, right? So if I now execute, as the laptop power value is 100, laptop will switch on, this will come, okay? Let me differentiate. Laptop will switch on 100%, laptop will switch on 50%. Okay. Laptop will switch on. Okay, it's not saved yet, I think. Let me run it again. Okay, laptop will switch on 100%. Right. If I give the battery power as 50, now you can see the difference. Laptop will switch on 50%. Okay. So what's happening here is it will look for the first condition. This battery power is equal to 100%. No, it's not. So it will look for the another condition because we gave else if. That's how we need to use else if. If one condition holds false, then it can check for another condition. Okay, if that condition is true, then it will execute that. Like that, we can add how many else if we want. Like let's say one. Let me add one more else if also. Else if and now let's say battery power is equal to 25%. And also console.log laptop will switch on right at 25%. Now let me change this value to 25. What will happen is first it will check for whether the battery power value is 100. This is false. Then it will come here and it will check for whether battery power is 50%. This is false. Now it will come here and it will check for a battery percent. Now it is matching. So this statement will be executed. The laptop will switch on at 25%. Okay. Now let's say if I give the laptop power it's at 0%. Now what will happen? If we execute, it will throw an error only. Let's see what will happen. You can see, right, you did not see any output here because none of the condition is true here. So in that case, if none of these conditions 100, 50 and 25 is not happening, that's where we need to use else. Else what will happen? Laptop will not switch on, right? So dot log. So the battery power is at 0%. Yep, the laptop is off. Okay, because none of the conditions are matching, it will go to check the if, then it will check the else if. None of the conditions are matching, so it will execute the else statement, whatever is available inside the else. Okay, we run that. Okay, laptop is off. Now, one more thing we need to understand is I gave conditions only for 100, 50, and 25. Let's say if I give the value as 10, then still these conditions are not matching. So the else statement will be executed. If I run, what will happen is laptop is off. That only will get. Okay. So this is how we need to use if and else statements. Now, instead of writing these number of else if statement, let's say I need to write like 5 to 6 conditions means writing 5 6 else if conditions is not recommended in any web supported programming language. So in that case, we need to use the switch statement. Okay. So yeah, let's look at switch. So yeah, now every pressing keys in our laptop, right? Let's say key to press, key to press. That's my key to press. The value is one. Okay. It means that I'm gonna press key one, number one in the keyboard. Okay. Now let's see the switch class. Here we need to provide the condition. So this is my variable. Sorry, key to press, and then I have to start the case. Okay. So this is my case one, case phase one. In case phase one, what should happen is I press the key one. I should inform like key one is pressed. Okay. Then the important thing in switch is whenever we completed executing the statements in this switch case, then we need to break it. Otherwise, it will continue execute. Okay. Case two is let's say if I give the key to press value as two, then what will happen? I should say key two is pressed and I should break it. Case three. If I press number three, what should happen? It should say key three is pressed. Okay, I'm breaking it. Now I have added three conditions here, right? What is the default condition that we should mention in a such case that is mandatory? Default condition is if I give any value other than this one, two, three, what will happen is let's say those are not a valid combination. Please enter valid key. Okay, here we don't need to break because it is a default condition. Now you may understand this is how we need to use a switch class. Okay, let's execute this and see. The value to press is 1. Okay, so the output should be is key 1 is pressed. Right, now let me give the value key to press is 3. So it will look here key 1. No, case 1 is not coming, case 2 is not coming, so case 3 is matching, so it will execute the case 3. Now we can understand, right? We can control the flow of execution. We don't need to execute this line 21, 22, 23 and all. It is directly going back to this line 27, right? That's what how we can use the control statements. Now key 3 is pressed. Let's say if I give like any key which is not available in this combination, 2, 3, then what will happen? It will say please enter valid key. That's a default statement. Right? If I give like instead of integer, if I give something like just uh, still it is a invalid combination, right? It will say like it will throw an error because it is not defined. Okay, because we have entered cases for teachers only. So let me add another number 19. Let's run it. Get an, yeah, the default statement is executed. If I give like key to press is 2, let's run it. Yeah, key 2 is pressed. Okay. Yeah, this is how we should use the such case. So these are all the control statements which is there in any programming language. Now in JavaScript we have like if else, and switch. Okay, I think we are good. Thanks for watching.